Bell fed and nurtured the public appetite for space aliens, abductions, ghosts, and things that go bump in the night. Topics which now dominate movies, cable, and the internet.
I love that stuff, and the world has changed only in the sense that what I did then is being done now times 10. Deep questions like life after death, is there any? UFOs, people from elsewhere, things from elsewhere, all of these things that we talk about, ghosts. They're all the same questions that were there when I was doing the broadcast, and those questions are there and bigger now. I suppose as you can see, I'm older. As we get older, we wonder more about these things. I certainly do.
Bell almost single-handedly reinvented late-night radio when, in the late 70s, he turned a political talk show on Las Vegas station KDAWN into a forum for the paranormal, covering topics long ignored by other media. The mysteries of Area 51, for example, time travel, climate change. Soon, his program was syndicated on more than 400 stations, with upwards of 12 million listeners.
If time travel is possible, then where are the time travelers?
And Bell, who says he has a face for radio, became a reluctant celebrity.
Had you heard about Art before? Was he famous?
He told me.
He told you he was famous?
Yes,
but
but
you never heard.
No, and it's like nothing, not a big deal for me. And then finally, when we were in Manila, then that's when I realized, oh,
wait a second.
Okay.
Like it or not, his personal life is played out on the air. For a time, he lived in the Philippines. These days, he's back in Pahrump, in the same house where it all began, but has a new wife and young daughter, and soon a new show.
There's something about Pahrump, Nevada that I love, and the desert that I love, George, and that I guess that never changes. I don't know. It's something in our air, it's something in our water, but we seem motivated to explore that which other people don't.
In the 90s, Bell stepped away from the airwaves after his son was victimized in a terrible crime. The program he'd created had morphed into Coast to Coast AM and carried on without him, primarily hosted by George Noory. Bell returned as a part-timer, hosted a dozen or so programs each year, but left for good in 2010. Since then, he's been approached with other radio and TV offers, but turned them all down until Sirius XM knocked on the door. The new program will air in an earlier time slot each weeknight, so it's not directly up against Coast to Coast. Bell says there's plenty of room for both.
I think that a good show in this genre will raise all boats. And I also think competition is a good thing.
He plans to tackle familiar topics and chat with a stable of his favorite guests. The marching orders from the new network were pretty loose.
Just go on the air and have fun, and that's what I'm going to do.